Hello everyone and welcome back to the Battlefield Siege Run here, and we have another Pauper video for you. We're playing Mono Red Rally today. You probably would have played a lot of the Madness burn lists or the Red-Black burn lists, and they're pretty annoying to play against because sometimes they just absolutely overrun you. This is a homage back to the original Mono Red deck, so it's still running all the Galv Blast, Lightning Bolts, Reach. It's running Goblin Bushwhacker though, and a lot more creatures. So this version is running Rally at the Hornburg. So this gets the 1/1s and makes humans you control gain haste. So the idea is you can play this on turn 2 or turn 3 and then play Rally at the Hornburg. This gets haste and attack. It's really just like a second Goblin Bushwhacker adjacent card. Playing this and then following up with Goblin Bushwhacker can do a fair bit and win the game quite quickly. It has a little bit of grind in here with the Experimental Synthesizer. And then yeah, really this deck can just steal games. This deck is a lot funner than playing Madness Burn. Sometimes, I mean, this is just winning adjacent. That's why I'm playing it right now. We get to play creatures and just like hit face constantly. And sometimes we win, sometimes we lose. So let's take this through a league and see how it goes. All right, this hand is quite capable. It's good. So we have Bushwhacker Nonsense. We will probably just do a Bushwhacker and then hopefully we draw another Mountain. And then we can go Emissary into Bushwhacker. But just going into a Brute here is pretty good. I'm just like Mono Bolts is also nice. In for 1. So this deck's quite interesting as well, because even if we draw like the Rally here, it's just busted. Yeah, they're pondering, which is good for us. All right, so I'm actually just going to triple the whackers here. So let's just kick this, get in, and we just do this until we either kill them or they kill us. Yep. So I'm wondering what variant they're running. That's the other thing. They can't yet, if they're playing Terror, we're just worried about the thing that gives a lifelink counter, essentially. Okay, so Galv Blast is not that good. So again, we're just going to play another one of these. I expect this to be countered. Yeah, makes sense. It's going to happen. So what's scary is if they can go like a Thought Scour and then play a Terror. Really, we needed a third Mountain, so we can go Emissary Bushwhacker. Yeah, here they are just playing Terror. Oh, they're playing Deep Analysis. So then maybe they're just playing the blue-black control version, which is fine. Okay. Impulse is interesting. Again, how do I best use my mana? So I can kick the Bushwhacker again. Versus I could just play the Emissary and then Reckless Impulse. You know, I'm more into that because I don't mind hitting another land. We use these bolts. Let's just do that, Emissary. And then it's until our next turn anyway. Or maybe we can just get some artifacts and play. Cool, we'll play this. That's until next turn. So let's attack for 2. I can't see us really playing another artifact. Might just use that Galv Blast end of turn. They're on 11. Got a crap ton of damage in our hand. Got 6. Yeah, they're playing a 7 here. Okay, so they've tapped out. We can do the Bushwhacker on our turn. I'm just thinking if it's better to bolt or not here. So bolt, they'll drop to 8. And then we kicker attack. They block this, and they take 4. Go to 4. It's close. If they have the lifelink spell, then we're just cooked, which is the problem. Let's bolt to the face. If we draw a mountain, they're dead. Okay, so let's kick this, and then we got all these extra burn spells to do the job. So you just have to be mindful against them that they run that lifelink effect. Obviously, they don't have it in hand because I would have just played the Serpent and put the counter on it. Take 4, and then we have a butt ton of burn. So we target you with Galv Blast, and then we just bolt you again. Yeah, they didn't have a lot going on. A shame for them, really. Now, honestly, all we really want to do is just bring in these Pyroblasts and Red Blasts. And yeah, you're probably wondering what the hell do we take out. I'm actually going to take out these Galv Blasts just because they run, my reason being is they run Wrath effects. And I do want to rely a little bit less on the Wrath stuff. And they're playing black, so maybe they're running Arms of Hadar or Drown in Sorrow. I want to keep in the haste. The Bushwhackers I don't think are ever removed. Percussionist Day. This Gingerbread is pretty cringy. Oh, the Epicures are pretty crap. Yeah, I can't imagine these Epicures getting better. Let's bring in the Relic and the Ren's Resolve and take out the rest of these Epicures. Yeah, this is good. Good for us. All right, let's run this back. Yeah, we have to very much worry about essentially Wrath effects if our deck isn't geared appropriately. This hand's pretty good. We'll keep this. Just playing a literal Goblin Guide with no downside. It's pretty good, I hear. Okay, Red Blast is nice. Let's just play Goblin Guide. Same as before, I think we'll just... This Emissary is better on turn 3 because then we can still go this into Bushwhacker. Looks like they're just Pyroblasting this. Damn, bouncing it. Okay, that's kind of fine. Depending on what they do. It's a nice little boomerang effect, I guess. Slows us down a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to play the Furnace again, and I'll play the Percussionist. They might just they might have a nice little Sabotage or a counter spell here or whatnot. Okay, they're just countering that. That's okay, let's attack. It's interesting. Apologies, just gonna move the camera a little bit. There we go. So what do we want to do? Yeah. And now they're brainstorming. Is this to get a land, I guess? Make sure they get a land. So I didn't shuffle with Ponder. So was the hand that good that they didn't want to do anything specific? I'm actually still going to cast with Kicker this. And let's just get him for 4. Hopefully we just draw another mountain because I'm a bit worried about what can come. Having dual red blast is great though. Like, they can almost play Terror, and they'll probably have to tap out for Terror, but yeah, I wouldn't mind just being able to cast this red blast. It's strange to me how they didn't want to shuffle, and this is Terror. But they're missing one. Okay. Well, that's good for us. So here, I might just play a bit defensively, to be honest. I think we get a lot better once we have another mountain. So I'm going to just attack for 3. We got 3 counter spells in our hand. It doesn't really get better than that. And once they have a Terror in play, it's harder to remove a Terror. And right now we're just doing a bolt to them every turn. So yeah, they can Thought Scale, that's fine. Milling 2 islands. Yeah, so let's red blast this, cast, counter target blue spell. And they probably have another one. No. Null Terror. Do you have a spell pierce for it? No. A third Terror? Okay, that's all right. I thought it was going to be a third Terror. That's okay. Yeah. And so now we've just used all their mana. If we draw a land, Percussionist is interesting. If I play this, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 versus 1, 2, 3, 4. They would have played another Terror if they had it, and they didn't. So let's just kick this. I guess the scary part is if they have something that literally just gives gives a lifelink. Like they draw another one, they play another Terror, and then they just put the lifelink effect on it. Then we're pretty screwed. If it's the Serpent, it doesn't really matter. They've already gone through 2 Terrors as well, so it's more unlikely that they have another Terror. Yeah. See here, if we draw a literal mountain, we win. Okay, there we go. So we're going to play it like this though. Get the red back spider, as they say. We've had just a very good hand, really. And that's lethal. All right, we are on the play, which is great. This hand's great as well. All right, we'll play our artifact and play our literal Goblin Guard. Crazy how this card exists. Okay, we do love a tap land, so green-black, that's good. Okay, now, I mean, we'll just play this, and I'll just bolt them as well. Let's just use our mana in for 2. That's okay, we missed the green. You can't really run Manamorphose in this deck either. You need just a high level of mana and of damage dealers, essentially. Okay, any 1-drop? That is a good one. I think I'm just going to do Hamburg and get in with everything, and then we'll do the Bushwhacker next turn. Everything just gets a lot better this way. Oh no, we're playing against Fog. Oh no. Oh, this is going to be just painful. It's going to take forever. I mean, that's bold if they don't have a Fog here. Because if I draw another Bushwhacker, then that's lethal. Okay. So here, I mean, I could have maybe not played that. Oh, it taps everything down. That's good. Yeah, I forgot Tangle does that. It sleeps everything. So if I attack for 4, drop them to 8, then what do I have? 2, 4. Then I have lethal after that. Okay, I think I do this now then. Get him for 4, and then after this, it's just lethal every turn. But yeah, I probably should have kept that mounted in our hand for this blood token. Can't believe we're playing against this this very deck. So they're just gonna have mono burns, mono fog spells. So let's just attack for lethal. Really wish we had more than one Flaring Pain. It looks like they'll fog. It's interesting. Maybe I'm gonna just do this now. Yeah, it was a ginger brute. I wasn't gonna change much. Yeah, so really I'm probably gonna concede soon because it is pretty sad just continuously doing this. Yeah, let's just play this ginger brute. I can't realistically just drop to one. There's two weathers. We have 9 damage on board as well. And yeah, they can just Arms of Hadar at any point, which is one way we die a horrible, painful death. Yeah, another County Garden. I mean, that was a good draw. It says haste. It's still lethal again, but I can imagine they'll just fog. I'm waiting for that other tangle, really. Do they have life gain? Whack, so they must have just not drawn another fog. That's interesting. We don't have basically anything for this outside of this one Flaring Pain in our deck. I'm bringing in the Reckless Impulse as a way to just somehow deal with. Actually, I probably want the Ginger Brutes because they can come unblockable. Percussion is good, Synthesize is good. I guess the Epicure aren't as good. I'm bringing in just the one Reckless and the Flaring Pain. They're obviously they can likely bring in extra wrath effects, so we want to have a bit more grind for that reason. But a bit of a way to snap back as well. All right, this hand is, look, it's keepable. It's pretty high on mountains. We could mull this, to be honest, but I think anything that just has a bit. Oh, here we go. All right, so now for reference now, I will bring in the Smash the Smithereens, but they didn't show any other artifacts, and I can't really see this as a deck wanting to run Campfire, to be honest. So we had just a little bit of lag there. We are back online. This is a very tall order though, like just with all the fog spells and not drawing anything else is no bueno. I'm going to keep this in my hand. I think we just play this. They run Crypt Rats, so I will just attack here, and then if they play Crypt Rats, we'll just bolt it. Otherwise, we'll just bolt them end step. Them just going Campfire every turn, though, is just going to be bad news bear. It's a bit weird. I really wasn't expecting, I guess, Campfire, but I should be looking at the list a little bit better. It's just like Smash to Smithereens isn't that good outside of hitting Lembas and Campfire, but I guess we have to run it, otherwise we're going to lose to all of this. So they're doing the F6 value. Let's just bolt them here. But yeah, we're pretty in grim territory here. Let's Reckless Impulse. Okay, we'll play the Tomb Raider, and then we can Emissary Rally next turn. And just pray they don't have anything crazy going on over there. So likely just bringing in the extra weather the storm. Cast down, maybe. But they have lots of ways of just handling me. Yeah, so we'll play a mountain. Let's play the Emissary. We'll hold on to this Galv Blast. But I'm definitely expecting just like a fog here. But you can't not attack into this kind of thing. I mean, Weathering for 12 turns out to be a very good play. So many cards in their hand. Yeah, so we just go attacks, attack again. Okay, the damage happened. It's interesting. Maybe we'll likely be going to a game 3 because there's Campfire and they have a full grip in their hand. We might be likely actually keeping in the Brutes in just because of the Galv Blasts. There's definitely a way where we can win this game. Probably actually shaving 2 Galv Blasts for the Smashes, actually, to be honest. Just like a very similar thing. Let's play this. So we still don't have Metalcraft yet. Yeah, so now this Moment's Peace also has flashback. So it could be some reality where we actually bring in the Relic, but again, I don't really feel like we should be. In any minute they can Toxin Analysis a Crypt Rats, which they likely will be doing at some point. I think it's well to... Okay, so now this Galv Blast is turned on. We will play that now. Let's just attack again. See if they want to use this Moment's Peace. Breath Weapon. So here, let's Galv Blast them. Because we have the artifacts. Because you might draw some bolts. There's weather. That's a very good spell as well. Let's see what we get off this. We're definitely not dealing 13 to them and still have a moment's peace. Okay, well, look, they're better than nothing. Let's just play these out. Let's pass. I mean, their deck is literally geared to kill burn, so I'm just shook that we took one game away from them. But breath weapon's like unbeatable. We'll play this. Let's play Ginger Brute. Let's get in. Can't imagine this resolving at all. I just got 5 cards in hand. Like, how are we even beating this? And then end step will their end step will just go through these blood tokens. Yeah. A little bit of moto lag. Didn't get much out of that. Another mountain. Well, let's just attack. Might draw more blood. No, honestly, let's just go to another game. They've got 7 cards in hand. They've got a campfire. We've got 3/1/1s. Let's just not waste our time. I think there's a very specific sequence of events that needs to happen to win that game. Let's, bring in these. I think the Epicures are kind of the worst. At least the Ginger Brutes get in for 1 and instantly go to the Metalcraft. I know they do as well, but let's run this. Magic Online is just having a bit of a fritz, but that's alright. We are on the play. We'll mulligan this hand. There's too many mountains. This hand is keepable. And we've got the Flaring Pain as well. We don't have as many artifacts, so I'm just going to bottom Galv Blast. Play Mountain. Play Tomb Raider. And then hopefully, I mean, we'll be using this Flaring Pain a fair bit, I believe. Okay. I'm more inclined to just use our mana and play this rally here, because then we can get our land drop as well, the synthesizer next turn. Let's get in. I know we're missing a damage from the synthesizer here, but let's just play it next turn. And try and hit something like an extra land or something fun. And I could have kept it as well, I guess, the rally for the Burning Tree Emissary. Then again, this is probably the best setup for a Bushwhacker here. So because of the motor lag, I may have not brought in my smashes. Okay, it did bring in the smashes for us. That's nice. Let's play Synthesizer. Let's try and hit something nice. Adds to the artifacts as well. Look, that's nice. I think we play it, and we'll just do the other Synthesizer next turn. This also means not everything dies to the... like, at least we get something off the Percussionist if they play a Breath Weapon. But now we have 5, which is good. I'll play this other synth. Okay, procure. Let's do synth first. See if we hit anything interesting. I mean, really, hopefully just a mountain. Galv Blast. I mean, we'll cast that. Let's just attack first. And then, yeah, they only have black currently. Attack. I think regardless of what we do, we're still going to be casting this Galv Blast. Yeah, it's just a weather. I mean, it's not just a weather. They're gaining 9. They're getting 9 here, but it's pretty brutal, actually, really. We need like skull cracks. Okie doke. Land is kind of nice. Let's attack. And then my view is that we're just going to cast this Epicure and probably just Flaring Pain, to be honest. Yeah, let's just use our Flaring Pain here. They gain 4 and then they take 5. Yeah, Eviscerators. We can't do much about a breath weapon. You just have to place the board. We're not going to win this game if we play reserved. Like, the longer this game goes, the more likely they're going to win. So if they have breath weapon, they just have breath weapon. Maybe we get there with some synthesizer shenanigans or something like that. I mean, I was lucky to draw this Flaring Pain, to be honest. Let's just attack. And they can't... Respite's just 1. Okay, and then they take 4, 5. We have the winning combination in our hand here. What's this? Eviscerators. So they can gain 3 as well. So I'm hesitant to do too much here. Okay, so they're gaining life. Let's just let them do that. And then you're taking 9. It's not lethal though, is it? I'm just thinking what's the best use of our mana here. 4, 7, drop them to 2. I don't want them to use the weather too much, so I think we're just going to play these out now. I know it's crazy to do this, but I'm just thinking, like, if we try to bolt them end step for them, or do it during our turn, they weather something quite big or gain 9 or whatever. We're still not doing too crash hot, to be honest, because really, yes, they're on 2. Oh, the bog. That's good. This hits the Flaring Pain. They have a Wellspring. I think we have to be very lucky that they basically can't have anything in their hand here. Like, basically nothing. And this tells me they probably don't have a Weather the Storm either. Respites are pretty average. Just thinking in these fog decks. Have a look. What's the most likely thing? Probably just a fog. Because I'm thinking probably the best way to win from here is to discard this. Just how many respites are they running? That's what I want to know, because respite's not fun for us. Just the one. They have weather, campfire, breath weapon, I guess. So let's just attack with everything. They shouldn't really have another respite. attacking with everything in case they have some weird cast down stuff. Okie doke. Let's pray to the magic gods that we just get a bolt off this. That is not a bolt. And I'm going to play it because then we can synth the following turns. Oh. So really grim if they just play something like Campfire. I think that was basically our option there of just having a burn spell, a smash or something like that. But now if they draw anything like a weather, then we're just not in a good place. And that was our one Flaring Pain as well. Turbo Fog is like, I don't know. It's a war crime. This deck is running, it runs Crypt Rats, but like it runs the gate package and you probably just kill them with a County Garden. Or you destroy their will to live. I don't think you're actually really winning with a County Garden. I think it's the will to live stuff that is what the goal is here. Okay, this Ginger Brew is pretty ass. I'm going to do this after combat. Let's just attack again. Does this prevent all combat damage? So if we still hit a bolt off this synth, then we're having a giggle. Yeah, they had to do that one there. Let's just crack this and pray to the magic gods we get a bolt. Okie dokie. I mean, we'll just play that. Again, we're going to rip a bolt off this now. All right, there we go. It kind of helps the synth anyway. Yes, don't draw any Weather the Storms. Don't draw anything too good. I think we've lost this now, but let's just, for the sake of things, we might be okay, maybe. Guess they win with the Stream of Thought as well. They just go like max mana and Stream of Thought you to death. There's also like this way you play things out as well, because they're playing, yes, they have like mono fogs in their deck, but they are sideboarding stuff, so they're taking certain things out of their deck. And then end of the day, they may have just drawn run of lands off these Wellsprings and stuff, like it's happened to me before. Again, unlikely because these have flashback and they can draw half their deck. But yeah, they've gone through a third of it. They've drawn a lot of lands and artifacts and stuff. So same thing as before, we'll just attack again. There's no real reason to jump into anything. Looks like a breath weapon. Yeah. Alright, what do we get off the top of this? Okay, well, let's cast this. Let's do this synth first. Oh, actually, we'll do the emissary first. Let's play the other emissary. But I can imagine them doing a weather now. Can't you just? Surprisingly, for a burn deck, I really hope they don't weather now. Surprisingly, for a burn deck, this is chuffing along pretty well. I'm going to grab the Great Furnace in case we get a Gale Blast. Weather the Storm, maybe. Alright, so they still don't have any life gain. They're probably worried this other card in our hand is a burn spell. can still lay on the attacks, which is nice. I mean, let's play this mountain. Let's just attack. Gone through most of our mountains. 7, 8. Yeah, so they're just playing the other one. Let's crack our dude. What do we hit? Galv Blast, eh? I have to play it this turn. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to play... I mean, what if I cast this turn? So I'll just double check if it was anything. Faro Canard has happened. Nothing else. So if it's just a straight out deck, what life gain do they have? I think it's anything. I'm going to just Galv Blast and these lands don't do anything. No. I'm not going to play this Gingerbread. I'm just going to deal 2 damage to them. Because if they have a weather, I don't want to add to that. That 2 damage. Well, there we go. We won that game somehow. We are on the play. Hand's good. Hand is very good. It does exactly what you want it to do. Play Goblin Guard on turn 1. Play a better version of Goblin Guard. Let's attack for 2. Again, I might just play the Synth, to be honest, on turn 2. Might hit a land, it might hit a 1-drop. We run a lot of 1-drops. And then I can go Emissary, Bushwhacker. Looks like we're playing against Burn. Okay. Let's just play the Synthesizer first. Might get a Gingerbread. Come on, 1-drop. Okay. I'm gonna... Let's attack first. And then we'll play it as 1-1. I think that's fine anyway. Alright. That's a good sign as well if that's what they're doing, is bolting your creatures, because they're essentially losing damage, but yes, you want to still play to the board. Alright, so we're playing against that old school mono white list. So I think we're faster than them, but yes, it can get quite scary. So let's play this. Get the mana, kick the Bushwhacker. Sorry, play this red. Let's get in. Now they can play that Flame Breather. That's very good. Yeah, they are. It's a 1/3. So here's hoping we draw an artifact spell so we can kill the Flame Breather, or a Bolt, or an Epicure, or a Gingerbrute. There's lots of good options for us. Okay, so a Great Furnace still does that. So let's... I am going to... Let's do this first, and then we'll just crack him for 4. I'm tempted to synthesize it. Where's that bolt going? Oh, just at the Emissary. Okay. Well, let's attack for 2. This is a samurai, so it's not a human. I'm just thinking if the rally does anything. I don't want to do the synth here because I want to get something off it, and I'm greedy. There are 9, which is good. This version of this doesn't run any of the life gain, so the fact that our clock is cooking is good. Hopefully they don't follow it up with a gutter snipe or anything, because then it just brick rules our Bushwhackers, or we draw a Bushwhacker. That'd be nice. All right, another Flame Breather. Grim. 2 Flame Breathers. All right, this is not good for us. All right, a Galv Blast is interesting. I'm still going to fire this off first. Oh, actually, crap, it was an artifact. I needed that artifact. We get a 2/2. Yeah, it's annoying because it's not a human. I don't think the Gale Blast was worth it. If we attack, they block, and they take 2, 3, get a 6. We lose 2 things. I think we're better off just not attacking. We can double block then if we want to, and then just pray to the magic gods we draw out of this. Hopefully just really draw another synth, really, is probably our best draw. Well, Bushwhacker's our best draw. I think the synth, get a bolt, crack the bolt, crack the synth. It's a bit scary they've got 3 cards in hand. So can't really attack the Samurai either because they can double block. We just pass. It's bad because like they're probably getting to a point where they can just kill us. The mountain was not a good draw, turns out. I mean, I feel very close to dying now. They just need like a burn spell basically. Yeah, Lava Dart does it. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So they need a ham sandwich in their hand. Before damage, I probably am meant to just Gale Blast this to try and survive from a Lava Dart effect. And then I'm just meant to try and hit Synth, I guess. Synth into Bushwhacker. Is that enough? And then ham sandwich. Yeah, they had a Lava Dart. Yeah. Was going to beat that. So that's right. We just fell a bit down the wayside there at the end, which is fine. What do we want here? Not a lot. I think we just bring in this relic to take over one of the ginger brutes, I guess. Because I think that's mainly for the. I think I'm not about diluting the sideboard against the burn deck that's trying to kill us just as fast. Let's just run it as is. This is close. If we were on the... Sadly, we have to mull this. I mean, there was a very good hand. It had a very high payoff. I actually might keep this hand. Reason being, I have a fair few plays. What am I bottoming? Probably the Impulse. Because everything kind of just gets along. This hand is probably... still a bit sketch if I don't draw another mountain. The other hand was insane if I drew a mountain. Maybe it was worth it to keep, but really you have to think about what hand's going to actually win the game or not. And I mean this turn very much could be an Epicure. Okay, it's a bolt. Well, let's attack for 2. We're saving the bolts for their flame breathers. And let's play this Epicure so we can essentially use a blood token next turn, maybe. Okay. So they missed a land drop as well. Well, let's go Synth and just try and hit a land drop. Please, magic gods. Please give me... Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let's play a Ginger Brute and just get in with everything. And then, yeah, next turn we'll just do the rally. And then we'll Bushwhacker. Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one. But again, they're on like 13. So got Mono Flame Breathers in their hand, and they didn't hit a land. Okay. So we got the run of the. Let's attack. I keep this bolt around, just in case if they play a Flame Breather next turn, if they do draw their mountain, we can kill it, and then we can just Bushwhacker. They can't flashback Lava Dart. Yeah, so now we can bolt whatever this is. Searing Blaze. So, I mean, that's good. If I play this at 6, it's lethal, so I am going to bolt their face. Otherwise, they have to use a Lava Dart to survive, which they might. Kicker. In for 6. You have to use Lava Dart, otherwise you die. Well, you get the Lava Dart, so it wasn't lethal. Let's just run it back. Again, let's just go full aggro. This hand's just generally good. We will play the Tomb Raider. The Ginger Brute, and then we'll play the Raider after. This just makes you think they have some good stuff over there. Play the Brute, it'll get haste anyway. If they want a Lava Dart, this is fine. You know, worse things have happened. Bolting it. Damn, son. Damn. Not playing a Flame Breather. Well, here I'll play the Epicure because we get the artifact, and then we'll play the Raider. Let's get him for 2. I'm quite fine if they're just going to bolt everything and think they're going to get there with a Gutter Sniper or a Flame Breather. What's this? Highway Robbery. Like, this is the thing with the Clashing Heads of Mono Red Burn, is that if you're spending your burn spells to try and control the board for these 1-drops, then I'm going to win in the long run. Do you know what I mean? Let's go Reckless Impulse, because I wouldn't mind just hitting some random stuff. Hey, the Bushwhacker's nice. Do I play that and kick next turn though? Let's attack. I think we keep that Bushwhacker and we kick it next turn. And then we just bolt them end step. Damn, turns out Reckless Impulse is a good card. We've got an absolutely loaded hand as well. Well, the casting Grabber Prize to get rid of a land. Which is not good for them, so they're flooded. Searing Blaze that. Alright, let's bolt them. And then I don't really mind if he's playing Whacker. Okay. Well, let's cast this with Kicker. And then just cast another one with Kicker. At least we're getting in for like 5, I guess. And if we draw any other creature, then it gets a bit more serious. We got a bolt for their other stuff. Epicure, eh? Just doing madness. Again, are they pointing it at me? At a creature? Yeah, I just don't know if that's a good idea. Let's play this. Play the other one. Cast with Kicker. I think we just attack. I don't really want to waste this bolt on a 1/1. I think it's going to face. Or it's killing a Flame Breather. It's too good. Like, either one just is not good for me. So Let's make them go to 5. They're not gaining any life. Double darting that. Damn. Do they have another dart in their hand? So go to 8. What's that mean? They're on 8. Technically 5. We have a blood token if we draw another land. Yeah, let's just use this blood token first. Discard the mountain. Okay. Let's attack for 1. This bolt has a flame breather or a gutter snipe. There's a name on it. Furnace. I'm gonna hold on to that. I don't need to play it. If we draw an Epicure, then I want to get rid of it as well. Killing my creatures is just spelling the inevitable though. So they're on a relative 3. Keep the furnace in our hand as well. So if, okay, there's an Epicure, so we can play this. I'll crack the blood token now. Get rid of this land. Okay, no land. Let's attack. Drop you to 4, hopefully. Again, we'll hold on to this mountain. And then I just need something to touch, and then they're in bolt range, just like that. Let's just attack. They're quite dead though. Double dart. Well, it doesn't really matter because we've got Epicure Bolt. The magic number's 3. Let's play this. Let's just bolt you. There we go. GG. We are on the draw for this one. I'm going to keep this because it's very explosive. If we hit a second land off either the synthesizer, then we're just going emissary, emissary, Hamburg, which is just great. I mean, this isn't a good matchup. So I'm going to... Let's... Just thinking, is it worth just to bolt that? And then try and hit a land off the synthesizer. I think it is. I think we just do that. As the ancient sayings go, or the ancient texts, always bolt the bird. They are playing a wall deck though, so I can imagine them just playing more and more. I mean, it's the other thing as well. If this was like that land for the turn, maybe they were going to go creature tap and then do the swamp. This doesn't feel like a good matchup though. Let's do synth and just pray to the magic gods we hit a land. Okay, we did not. So this is not good, as the French say. And we're pretty loaded to lose. Now, how are we going to gear towards beating this? This is like the spy version with the wolves, I'm pretty sure. Haven't been a big fan of this deck, just saying. But it's a great meta choice right now, really. Land. Okay. So this isn't good. I think really I have to play the Epicure. Still gets an artifact. This isn't going to get anywhere. At least we deal a damage to them, because then we can discard and try and hit something else. But they're really just like a land or two away from getting anywhere. Like I genuinely would think about galving that battlement just so they don't get the dread return stuff. This was very hard on the draw. So the Acorn Harvest, what can they run? They have 4 Weather the Storms essentially to get them there. They're not really running anything else outside of that. So it's Grim. Is it just cope if I'm literally... So normally they run like what, five basics? I'm just thinking, yeah, is it cope now if I do anything specific here? So they can go spy here. Well, I can play a lot of creatures, to be honest. I think what I'm actually just meant to do, this is cope. I'm probably going to concede in a second. I'm killing the overgrown battlement, so then they can't actually spy and dread return in the same turn. And now they have all their basics. They can't do that. It's bad news bear for them. Yeah, so they can't spy. They have to play like a creature and then spy, which they quite well can. Yeah, I mean, they have a Masked Vandal, so they can play the Masked Vandal and then spy. Yeah. Let's just concede here. That's pretty good. All right. Again, we don't have a lot against them. Actually, basically nothing. We'll bring in the Relic and we'll just cut a Epicure. It's kind of nice. Gets the artifact. Let's just cut a Brute and run this back. So you see what I mean when, like, if we don't keep a really good if we keep a 1-land hand, sometimes it just doesn't pay off, and that was the first exhibit of it. I think the way we beat this kind of deck is that we have to have a very good, very good hand. The fact that they can just win on turn 5 essentially is just busted. I mean, it's a little bit slow, but I think if we do a little bit of crowd control, we can do well. I'm not going to play this Great Furnace in case they have the Masked Vandal. They mold. That's the other thing as well, that yes, they run Land Grant and then they run 5 basics, but that's 9. Really, they need to mold to that, otherwise they just lose the game. They need a basic. So let's go just basic pass. We'll bolt whatever they have if they do, otherwise they'll probably just play a Lay of the Land version. I wonder what the maths is for this their deck when they're running 9 ways to essentially get a land. And they're seeking. So now they've got their 3 basics. Let's just bolt their face. And I might even just play a Reckless Impulse first. Let's bolt. I'm still trying to work out what the best deck is against this. I guess it's just like counter spells. Masked Vandal doesn't do anything. Yeah, let's just play this and Impulse. Because if we hit something nice like an Emissaries next turn, more Hamburgs, Relics. Okay, so we'll just probably play both of those next turn. Let's just go this. Attack. And then, yeah, we will just do Rally Bushwhacker next turn. If we're lucky, we might run into an emissary. I'm just going to do this now so we can just F6 through their turn. So they're running the extra version with the Axebane. Interesting. This just slightly changes what I want to do because I actually want to Galv Blast the Axebane in case they're running that combo variant with the that silly aura. We can still play the other Hamburg here. I mean, yeah, that's nice. I actually might just play land because I can do these creature spells next turn. Let's just kill both these. Let's just kill all their creatures because then they can't dread return. And we can still cycle this relic if we want to next turn. Let's do this as well now. Still our best draw is probably just about Tree Emissary. I mean, 3/3 is still quite good. It's gain 2. I'm not going to crack this relic just yet. Yeah, let's just go play this rally. Kick this Bushwhacker. Let's just get in for 8 damage all up. And then just pray to the magic gods we get something else to close out this game. Crazy that it's a 3/3 as well. I remember playing that in like draft back in the day. Draft and sealed. Theros. So instead I'm gonna just cycle this relic. We need some closing power now. Winding Way. Oh, they just hit 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's just exile their graveyards because this is the collecting evidence is a bit annoying. Alright, we've got a percussionist. I mean, still our best draw is going to be... Wow, that's bold. Attacking for 3. It was technically correct to do that one, sorry. It was technically correct to do the synthesizer. Because I could have gotten a mountain as well and then done it all. So block here, but this is still lethal. Oh no, they can untap a creature. Yep, that's what they do. Yeah, you can see if I actually did the samurai instead, how much better that would have been for me. And they have to block with something else. We'll have to block everything, really. And keep that discipler on 2. So our best draw is burn spells. They can't really spy us and do the dread return thing. We somehow still in this game. Guess Acorn Harvest is good for them as well. Wouldn't mind another Bushwhacker. That would be great. I think I've done my chips for the Bushwhackers though. We've gone through a couple. Yeah. 2 Gal Blast and a Bolt as well. So I'm not sure if the Magic Gods will let me play anything else or warrant. I think I'd be very lucky this game. All right, another Disciple was a very good draw. It's not lethal anymore. That's what I want, a Galv Blast. A Bolt. That's pretty good. Let's play this, maybe we'll hit something nice. We'll literally like the nuts. Thank you Magic the Gathering deck. You've done me very proud. Cusp Kicker. Means we're going to another game though. Unless they're running Fog or something. Next game. Block. Yep. That was literally the best you could ask for. Let's bring in this extra resolve because it does feel like they go a little bit wide. We're using our burn spells a fair bit. I'm less inclined to use this relic. Again, I just think we just want to try and kill them. I mean, if this relic is in the sideboard for a reason, and really, what other deck are we bringing it against besides the Lotleth Giant kill you? All right, we are on the draw. This hand is good though. We'll keep, so we can go turn 1, hopefully just bolt something. Well, we can't, likely, because of the Guard Blast only deals 2. But the fact that we can go rally into Emissary into rally is good. And we can follow it up with an Impulse. It's even better. Forest into what though? That is the question. Forest into nothing. Well, drawing a mountain is not the best for us, but that's okay. We will persevere. All right, they're doing the Ent. I still think it's crazy how this deck can only really... We're going to Gal Blast that. It's going to stop us from playing our creatures, so... Just kill it. Synthesize is good. Let's just drop this and then play Rally the Hamburg, get him for 4. I mean, we'll probably still play a Reckless Impulse to try and hit like a Bolt or something to then kill whatever they're playing on this turn. I think maintaining board control is going to be very key in this game. Yet to see these weather the storms. Okay, he's playing as a 1/3. Okay, Percussionist is interesting. I think I still want to play an impulse first, just in case if we get a bolt. Yeah, look, let's still attack. And then we can hamburg next turn. Bushwhacker would be absolutely elite, though. Yeah. There's still a world they can play Spy and kill me as well. I think I was just very lucky to win that last game, though. Alright, so they've land grant. So yeah, they're just going back to my previous conversation point. So they're running 9 ways to essentially get basics. So I'm just like, this deck is just kind of cooking. I'm going to play this synth first, because I want to be able to kill this Axebane, because this is a way for them to jump back into it. Oh, that's sad. Let's play this Great Furnace. I mean, the Bushwhack is more damage, so we'll just play the Percussionist. It's a bit sad because they could probably kill us to some extent next turn if they have the way to get the infinite combo. But yeah, let's just attack. That's what I have, opponent. That's all I have. Yep, block, block. 4, 7, go to 5, I lose a creature. Yeah. Grim. Lay it on me. Kill me with the Spy combo. You have what is required. I didn't draw a burn spell to kill your creatures. Okay, they're playing the Gatecreeper Vine, which doesn't do anything, but it's a blocker. There's weather here. What's this? I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Let's play this. And then I'm just thinking about using our mana. Let's do the synth first. Because if we draw another Bushwhacker, then we're just in Flavor Country. We get a 2/2. Let's... Hang on. If we attack with everything, they go block... Block, block. We take 4. Yeah, okay, let's just kill this. Let's attack with everything. We'll keep this mounted in our hand so we can use the blood token next turn. Get him for 2, lose another creature. Just sad. So 1 card left in their hand. They don't have anything else sitting in adventure mode, do they? They've done a Winding Way. That was an insane draw. It was a very good top deck. So they got a 10. So how am I getting out of this game? I mean, Impulse is a good draw. Let's do the Impulse. Bushwhacker's nuts. I mean, land is not nuts. Let's play the Furnace. Let's see if we draw anything off this. Yeah. I mean, I'll play it now. I mean, if they have weather, then that would be pretty hectic. So, blocks wise, they block this one and this one. I think we still go ham. Yes, we lose two 1/1s, but really there's only one 1/1 that doesn't do anything. Hits a samurai. Where does the vandal go? That blocks that. Blocks that, and that takes out the bushwhacker. You take 3, go to 7. I lose 2 creatures. I mean, maybe I meant to just try and wait for another bushwhacker. Like, is that my out? Maybe. What's this? Just another wall. I mean, I can technically win this game. What's this? Is this the Seiko Wildling? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ugh. An Ent that gets food. Okay. Now we're not doing too well. Synth was a good draw. Let's play this lane because it's going to die anyway. Let's play Synth. At least we get 2 draws off of this. What do we hit off the top? Burning Tree. Let's play the Burning Tree. And then use its mana. Because we can cast anything with this synth anyway. Get another 2/2. Okay. Well, we just play this out. I think probably what we need to win this game is just a... What do they block here? Hang on. So they go 1, 2, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, they can just block everything. Let's just pass. They go up to 10. I think we just need to draw something absolutely insane. But they haven't drawn their combo yet, which is good. Disciple into Ent was a good draw from them. In that case, maybe I should have not attacked with everything last turn. Alright, they're playing a troll. But at some point, they're probably just going to start getting in themselves. I mean, I probably would be getting in with the Ent. I'm going to play this to cycle this. If they have the combo now, they have the combo. We need to start trying to just finish this game off. Synth is our best draw. Bushwhacker. So just got to make sure, otherwise we can be dead on the crackback. Is if they go block, 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 6 blocks, 7 blocks. We have 8 blocks. I actually think I sandbag this bushwhacker and don't do anything with it. Another bushwhacker I think does it. Hamburg into bushwhacker. Synth into crack the synth to get the 2/2. Yeah, see now they're just, that was just a great draw. Just Thragtusk. It is just Thragtusk really. Yep, they're cranking in now. Go on. Yeah, I'm not blocking that. I could block with the Percussionist, I guess. Mountain's not going to do it. Three, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, definitely don't have lethal. And they were just dead in the air anyway, so we have to triple block the troll. So they should just attack with the Ent, the troll, and the wildling. You should attack with the wildling. Yeah. Because this force a gross block. At least the percussionists replace themselves. And I want something else. Do I want to put something else there? No, you can just have this. And we're just probably dead next turn. We might get some good off the percussionist, I guess. Just mono hamburgs. Yeah, another blocker. What's the best use of my... Let's just kill that. Maybe I was just meant to kill that. I can drop them to 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I'm just mega dead to stuff. Let's just kill this. And then play this percussionist. If we draw a basic with this, yeah, we're just dead here, sadly. It was close. I think that's some good rips. Alright, we are on the draw here. They've mulliganed. This is a good hand though. It's got the hamburg. Got the hamburgy. 2 lands and a can-do attitude. Alright, so it looks like we're playing the mirror match. So really it's just a race to the finish line here. We'll play the Epicure. Unless we draw, yeah, we'll just play the Epicure here. And then we can follow it up with 2 1-drops. I think we have a very raceable hand here. We'll keep the hamburger around in our hand in case we draw Emissary. But yeah, let's just hopefully beat them to the punch, really. Just hope our hand is better than theirs. I mean, if they don't play a mountain, they did not. So that changes things a little bit. No, we're going to race the crap out of them. That's what we're going to do. The fact is we got the impulse as well. Let's just play everything. Next turn we're going Galv Blast with Hamburg. Like, we'll go a lot faster than them. Especially if they don't play the mountain here. Okay, they got the mountain. That's good. That is good. Another one? Another Tomb Raider? Damn. Wish I killed this percussionist now. So 2, 4, 7. Okay. Now it looks like we're in block territory now. So how much can they do to me? 2, 4, 6, 7. I really don't want to drop low. Maybe I attack for 4, drop them to 11. Maybe I synth first. Let's see what I hit. I can gain 3 as well on the following turn. Because I could kill the Clockwork. I only got 2 cards in hand. It's a lot. Is it a lot? Let's go. The synth doesn't really do much for me though here. Hamburg. Something because they're 1/2s. And they play any other artifact, then it's good as well. If I synth, then I can draw another burn spell. If I go Mountain, Hamburg, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Doesn't kill them either. Do we just die to a bolt then? Oh, I don't like this one bit. Let's plan for a big turn next turn. Let's just go... Let's just plan to kill, like, attack with these 2/1/1s. Keep the Tomb Raider back to block. And then play this Impulse and we just Galv Blast. Or potentially just Bolt a ham sandwich here. And hopefully just draw something like a... I mean, double whack is nice. Don't mind if I do. Need a mountain though. Alright, so surviving until next turn. And I still need to draw a mountain as well. Another raider, Jesus. Can you play another creature, please? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. When the bolt does it. Let's go to blocks. Let's block this, and then what? We'll take 6, 7. If I kill one of the... Or if I kill that, then it's only for 3. So let's do that. Gal Blast this one. And they might hit something off it, but still, they didn't play anything that gives artifacts. So they drop their power. My dude doesn't die now. And if we draw a mountain, we're in flavor country. Come on. That probably didn't feel that good for them. Do they just want to bolt one of my creatures? You can if you want to. You're allowed to. Otherwise... I think they probably do want to bolt one of the creatures that I have. Let's see here. Otherwise, what do I do? This, and then this, they're all 2/1. So 2, 4, 6, 8. It's not enough, it's just 11. Yeah, it feels pretty silly now. The shameful post-combat Voldaren Epicure. Okie dokie. Yeah, this is still like not that good here. So I want to block a bunch of them still. Am I into synth? I don't think I am. I'm screwed on the mana now. They got one card left in their hand. Still want to get rid of that blood token. So they attack. Only block 2. I think we still just cast both of these. Let's cast one. And then let's just cast the other one. And then, what, 2, 4, 6, 8, 11. It's not lethal, sadly. Maybe if we had another mountain. I don't really care if we lose some of these whackers. So let's just attack. Probably wants to attack as well on this one. And then hold back 2 and block. And then take 4, go to 1. And pray they don't have anything else. And then maybe we get there with the Hamburg, but again, they're on 7 now. If they attack with everything, that just tells me that they have lethal. On the play matters. Well, let's just block so we can keep just in there. If they have the whatever, which I assume they would because they have 2 cards in their hand, then that's fine. Yeah, they had a Galv Blast. That's fine. Damage resolves. Not much we could do with that without sacking the Ginger Brute and losing our board state, which I don't really like doing. Let's bring in these festivities because it just seems busted. The Epicures seem like the worst. Because Synthesize is pretty slow. Although getting to us, if I'm bringing in the festivities, then I want the game to go a little bit longer. This is probably these Galv Blasts, to be honest. Just remove the reach, try and control the board. I'm saying that when I'm on the play as well, which is probably like a dumb idea, but I'm going to keep this. It's not the best hand, but we are playing for a slower game. And then, I mean, now I'm using the arguments of that last game where I want to potentially bolt their creatures to control the game. I was hoping I was going to get a synth there or something, but that's okay. That's all right. Let's attack for 1. Probably shouldn't have played the basic there before we did that. I can't imagine them wanting to block here. They're blocking. What does that tell us? That they have a slower game now? They too have brought in the festivities. Let's just double spell here. Play this and then play this other creature. And then hopefully we just draw something that gives the emissary haste. Okay. So they have the idea of doing this weird board state. I'm going to let that happen. That's fine. Hamburg. Okay. Let's... that sounds crazy, but I'm just going to synth first. Because we'll probably just rip a land anyway. I mean, end the festivities is interesting. That was something from playing any other creature spells. Let's attack for 1. And what's this say in then of your next turn? Let's just play this emissary and we'll play this end. And then get the Tomb Raider off the top. That's fine. We could have blood token the Lightning Bolt, but I think we really have to save that for any kinds of basics that we draw from here on out. They can attack for 2. Okay. And what are you doing with that? Okay. So I'm probably just going to use this bolt to get rid of this Tomb Raider. Actually, I don't really need to anyway. I think I'm just going to attack. Yeah, let's just play this. And then we'll keep this these bolts up for any creatures they play. We'll just try and control the board. And we can synth next turn if we want to. Hell, we could just send these bolts to their face. That's a good sign if they're sacking the blood token. Burning tree into another one. Well, that's a frustrating turn of events. I mean, they don't have any artifacts left now. I want to control this board so if they're not attacking with everything. If I was them, I probably would though. They don't really have anything left now either. Although when I get rid of this, let's get rid of this. Yeah, let's just get hurt for 3 damage and then we'll attack them for 5. And hopefully we're awesome when we draw like a bushwhacker or something. Hey. Thanks, game. And now whatever we play, hopefully the synthesizer just gets us there. This will drop them to 1. They bolt something to 4. Okay, so they go to 4. And we still have the better board state with the synth. I don't think it's correct to still get to sideboard out the handbags. I think it's still good. They're on 4. What do we hit? Yeah, I'm into just cracking this. And let's just make a 2/2, I say. That's a shame. Oh well, we get a 2/2 anyway. Let's just attack with the team. We are trading some half-baked cards, but our board state's a lot better and they're on 4, and this also drops them to bolt range, which is good for us. Very good for us. Yep, alright. I'm just running this back. I'll keep the end of festivities in. There's nothing really else I want to run. Maybe there's Ren's Resolve and then we'll cut a rally the Hamburg, because now I feel like they're going to either have end of festivities or bring them in now. They mold. I'm going to keep this because it's not the best hand, and I think we really want more creature heavy hands, but they've mulled to 6. And we can still use our bolts for the good. For the goodness of evil. What do we draw? Interesting. I'm probably just going to bolt this Tomb Raider and then double spell the creatures next turn. Bushwhackering. Yes, this saves us 3, which I think I'm fine with. Yeah. You kind of not attack with both, and then bolt this. It's funny how all these red decks don't run chain lining anymore. And now, that's good. So now we can play this Emissary. And we can play everything else out and get in with this Gingerbread. And now we've brickwalled their stuff. So let's attack. And hopefully we can just control this game with these bolts. They probably should have waited on that, unless they have another one. That's cool. That's really cool. They got 0 cards left though now, and I'm going to bolt both their creatures. I mean, that's a bit troublesome, to be honest. Oh, they didn't run anything else with energy though. So it's essentially like a giant growth. Well, let's play this and then we just double bolt and then get in for 2. They don't have anything else. Oh, sorry, we'll bolt this. Play a land. Get in for 2, that's fine. And hopefully they just waste their lands or whatever on equipping that to something. It's a pretty good spell, to be honest. You get one other free equip. They're bolting that, and then I assume they're just equipping to that. So I'll just kill that. And then now... Oh, I should have waited. No, the energy still goes. That's fine. All right. So now I have the board state. Let's play synth in case we get a whacker. The 2/2 as well. Play that. Let's attack for 2. I'm going to wait. We're still pretty far off killing them. So I'm just going to wait on this synthesizer because we might get some value off of it. And really we just lose out on 2 damage. Let's synthesize it first. Alright, we got our 2/2. Let's just play this furnace. Let's discard this. Alright. Let's attack for 2 and then we'll put this other Epicure into play. We're on 9, so we can still very well die. Synthesizer was a very good draw though. And yeah, I still think it's appropriate to wait on that. This vigilance is just nuts. Nuts good. What do we draw? Okay, let's just get rid of that. If he draws something a bit better than a mountain. Yeah, let's just festivities and then we'll bash him with everything. It's technically still a 1-for-1. Another percussionist. Okay. They're on a 2-turn clock though here. They can play 2 cards here though as well. So percussionist and an Epicure. So the exact same board set we had a second ago. We'll still attack with everything. Synth is still like an insane draw. Bushwhacker. Yeah, let's just send with everything. They have to block at least something. It's lethal. Keeping this mountain in our hand also makes them worry if there's anything else. So they might want to just block probably to kill the samurai token maybe. Yeah, it looks like that's what they're doing. Okay, so they're just scared about getting bolted. Which I think is... I think you have to take the risk though at that point. I mean, that's good. If they draw Gal Blast, we lose the game actually. So there's that. Do you point a Gal Blast at a creature or do you point it at me? Yeah, it's. I mean, they're right. It's probably they're out. How exciting! What could it be? Burning Tree Emissary. So again, we will still attack. But it was still correct for them to blood token that. I think it was. All right, any hasty threat? Yep, there we go. All right, there you go. Lethal. GG, as they say. Attack with a lot. They're probably meant to blood token that to try and hit the Galv Blast to win. Thanks for the games, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you next time.